Next up, we have the idea of control. A lot of sexual assaults deal with power and control. The control has been stripped away from somebody who's been assaulted. They've had this pain inflicted upon them and have no say in the matter. So it's important when dealing with the survivors of this situation to put control back in their lives. And this doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can be simple choices, helping them make simple choices, such as, say you're going out for lunch and you want to eat some fast food, you need a burger. You give them a choice. Would you want to eat McDonald's or Burger King? So you go to McDonald's. You get there, you want Pepsi or Coke. You want to sit in a booth or sit on some stools. These are simple choices that enable them to have control back in their lives when all control has been taken away from them. Next up, we have the idea of knowing your limitations. How many in this room are trained counselors? Anybody? You trained counselors?
For camp.
Okay. We're talking about actual therapist trained counselors.
No.
Yeah. Typically, no way we talk to trained counselors. People get out of the way like Kevin and whatnot, but even Kevin's not a trained counselor yet. And it's important to realize that these people are going to come to you, and when they come to you, you're just starting the healing process. The healing process takes depending on survivor, takes a long time. And you're not going to be able to be there for them every step of the way. So it's important to get into the resources that can. The counseling center on campus, counseling off campus, SAPA, we can refer people up to counselors, even though we're not trained counselors ourselves. And it's important to know that and realize that. To help them get the people on the road to recovery is the most important thing here. At the same time, talking with survivors is also a draining experience. It's hard. It's emotionally enduring. So you may want to consider seeking counseling yourself. It's not a bad idea. You're able to talk about these issues such as sadness or anger with counselors who can be there and support you. It's not a bad idea. These are just some general strategies we find work well with survivors. Getting more specific to your LGBT community, you guys have any questions or concerns you might think of about this?
Can't think of any now. Yeah, I'm sure that later I can come up with a whole bunch, but...
So if you have a question, you just
Alright, well, I think that'd be a good spot for us to stop. If you think of any other questions or anything else, you can always get a hold of us. You can email us by going to our website, which is www.sapa.pmich.edu, and you can email us, and we'll promptly and gladly give you any resources or any information that you can have.
I can't really stress enough that we're there for you in this situation. Like, it just comes to you, and don't ask this person comes to you to call us. This is what we do. This is what we're designed to do. So, 774 call.
If you have somebody that has come to you and you need to contact us, by all means call the number that we gave you. If you just have questions that you think of after today, the people who are on call right now will kill us. So you scare them with a phone call. So if it's just a general question, just email us. Rather than calling that number.
We also will wear our shirts, we'll wear our coats and all that stuff around campus. You've probably seen us anywhere. Anyone that's wearing the SAPA shirt, go up and ask them. Yeah. So, I have a question.
What can we do if, as mentors, our peer becomes very uncomfortably attached to us?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Okay, so the question you're asking is kind of what can you guys do as mentors if the mentee starts kind of pursuing a relationship that you guys feel inappropriate?
Yes.
Well, I'll give my 2 cents and I'll ask you guys to jump in. But the first thing is that respect the fact that you recognize what's an appropriate relationship and what's not. And if you're seeking appropriate relationships, you're not going to let anything happen. One of the things that I found with people pursuing relationships with that would be inappropriate or that I'm just not interested is just explain exactly why it is that you wouldn't want to get involved. It's that sense of that open communication. the more you say, well, we can't right now, or, you know, like, oh, I don't know how this person would feel about that. You try and put it off on something else. You're putting a situation where, well, if this weren't the case, then a relationship would be okay. Well, if I just wasn't in this program, then we could have a relationship. And if that's not the case, you don't want to set them up for that. So be open. Just say, you know, I think it would be really inappropriate for me being your mentor. One, just inappropriate on a personal moral level. Two, it's against our bylaws that we can't, as mentors, date. And also, I'm not attracted to you in that way. I want to be here for you. I want to help you. This is where I'm at, and that's all that I can give you. And be as open and as honest as you possibly can. I think that would be the best thing. You guys, anything else?
Set firm boundaries right from the beginning.
We go along with the same ideas that the idea of a mentor is that like you can't really mentor somebody if you're dating them. It's not. It's a mixture of what your boundaries are. You guys are here for that purpose. The mentors to reach out, and by mixing that, I mean, you can make that abundantly clear.
And also, you'd be setting up within that relationship that hierarchy that we talked about that you don't want to get involved with. Thank you for that.
Yes, Bill?
What should we do if we catch wind that one of the mentors and their peer might be in an inappropriate relationship?
Or a mentor and another mentor's mentee.
That seems like something with your organization specifically. Like I'm not sure about what your bylaws are, but that seems that would go to that. Would you agree with that?
I would agree that, I mean, it depends on what the channels are within your organization to address that. Again, I mean, as in all things, I'd encourage kind of just open conversation about it. But if you catch wind on it, talk to the person. But it's something that I think that your organization will probably have rules for. I mean, it's something that they'll be dealing with.
As of right now, the rule for this situation is mentor and peer pairs cannot date or have any inappropriate relationship. That's covered in the handbook. If a mentor and a peer find that they may want to date, then they must immediately, before anything happens, approach the advisory board of peers, and they will be reassigned to different people. And as long as the dating is done openly and it's dealt with and they go to counseling and so on, then it's allowed in the program. Otherwise, if anyone is found to be dating secretly, they will be immediately removed from the program and referred to the Affirmative Action Office.
A nice couple shots in your mouth.
Oh, was it?